Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are with a brand new, or maybe not so new, but the latest version of Toyota Yaris. The thing is that I have the entry-level version with 116 horsepower, which is more efficient than the other version, 130 horsepower version, at least when you're driving in the city. And in this video we will drive in the city, in the crowded city, one of the most crowded city in Europe, Bucharest, and we will check the consumption. We will see with traffic, a lot of traffic, stop and go in the city, what kind of numbers we can get from this Toyota Yaris 116 horsepower. Of course, I will have as soon as possible also the 130 horsepower version, which is more powerful, more efficient if you go outside on the highway. So if you drive at higher speeds more often, it will make more sense to go for that version. And also that version, it's possible to drive more in electric mode because it has a more powerful electric motor, but the battery is basically the same, 0.76 kilowatt hour battery for the hybrid system. You know, Toyota make one of the most efficient cars, so that's why I know many people ask me about, I want a city car. This is the answer, guys. One of the best city car that you can get, it's Toyota Yaris. And by the way, if you are in Bucharest, in Romania, if you want to see the car, if you want to test drive the car, buy the car, no matter this version or the other version, definitely recommend you to come here at Toyota Bucharest South. They are very nice. They have all the new models around here, so definitely check them out. And from what I understand from them, guys, they have on the entry-level version, the basic version, eco version they call it. Normally the price is 22,173 euro for the entry-level version, with the same hybrid system that we have right here, with a few tweaks and change which we will talk in the review video. But they have already a car here, which is a demo car that have 3,000 kilometers. They sell it for 19,900 euro, which is a pretty good price to get a Yaris under 20,000 euro with all the taxes included. It's really impressive. But anyway, the version that I have with me is the dynamic version, so it's kind of the top of the range version on this powertrain, and it costs 25,469 euro as new, and it has a lot of features which we will talk in the review video. You can go also for the exclusive, which will be more expensive with the other engine, 130 horsepower, 28,391 euro. But anyway, we will drive this car today. I will give you some technical data before we start driving, but I will give you also some technical data as we go. So I'm not going to do the difference between those because we will do it also in the review video. But this car comes with a one electric motor integrated into the transmission, one petrol engine, 1.5 liter 3 cylinders, and it comes with a 0.76 kilowatt hour battery. Is not here, but I know. And the power of the electric motor, it's around 80 horsepower, but on the 130 version with 130 horsepower, it's 85, so it's more powerful, the electric motor. It's also tweaked different, the hybrid system, to be more efficient. It's a little bit more smart than this one, but this one it's more efficient in the city. That's exactly what we will drive today. And the petrol engine is 92 horsepower. Both of them are basically the same. What is important, e-CVT, automatic transmission, front wheel drive system, and the consumption. This is exactly what I want to tell you guys. So for the 160 horsepower version, consumption it's 3.9, between 3.9 4.1, and on the bigger, more powerful version it's 4.2 or 4.3, so it's a little bit bigger. So I'm really curious if you can manage to beat this consumption, and we can see what kind of numbers we can get. And also when it comes to emission, this one have lower emission, 88 grams, where on the other version we have 96 grams. But yeah, we will see. In terms of sound insulation, it seems that the other version is a little bit better, the 130. We will see. We will test it also on the highway. 36 liters is the tank, the fuel tank. And yeah, I don't think it make any sense to go in all those information. It's also slower. The 130, it's faster, 9.2 seconds 0 to 100. Both have 175 kilometers per hour. It's the top speed. Anyway, let's reset the consumption and let's drive it. I will give you more info as we go in the video because I know it as well. So here, press this button, reset total average 0 liters. We can go to vehicle. You have wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You can see this is a different screen than the other version, the exclusive, for example. But it's also pretty good when you connect to your Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. It's just fine. You can see we start with a little bit under half a battery. Here you have different driving modes. We have normal, power, and eco. We will drive in eco mode, of course. And the car comes also with P, reverse, drive, and B mode. B mode come from low gear. That means when you go downhill, it's kind of a engine brake, more of an engine brake. Of course, it's recuperate more energy, but if you want to drive as economical as possible, I really recommend you to drive in a D mode. B mode is just not when you go downhill from mountain, to not use too much the brakes, the physical brakes. It will use also some kind of more of an engine brake, but also a brake from the motor. So it's kind of a combination. But yeah, anyway, auto hold, electronic handbrake, EV mode. If you have enough battery, you press this button and you drive only in electric mode, which is also great. So the car is capable to drive also in electric, full electric for a short period of time, but also it's capable of driving in a mix mode, or yeah, basically on petrol as well. So you can see right here a nice graphic with what happened with the energy in real time. I'm not going to focus on how is to drive it and all that stuff, because I will do a separate video about sound insulation, suspension, all that stuff. But in this video we will focus on consumption, because many people want to have an efficient city car, and I think this is one of the best options to go for. Now, new digital cockpit from the last time when I reviewed this car was in 2020, if I remember well, the last Yaris that I have it on my channel. So now it's a big update, because in the meanwhile they make plenty of updates, from the safety features to the screens and technology, and even the hybrid and the systems have been improved a little bit, have been tweaked over the time. Now, first impression, it's easy to drive. It's very linear because you have this e-CVT. The car is drive just super linear, so you don't feel like the car it's stopping or something like that. You feel like basically you're driving an electric car. Of course, when you accelerate and you try to push it harder, you start to hear a little bit of engine noise from revving, but that's totally normal. Otherwise, I like the fact that it's gaining power pretty quick, even with this 116 horsepower engine. Now, right now when you are in D mode, it's just basically rolling. When you're pressing the brake, it's just starting to recuperate more energy. It's just recuperating, but very little. So you basically feel like the car is more rolling than recuperating the energy. If you put it in B mode, of course you will feel a little bit harder, but that's not for this type of driving, because it's more when you're, like I said, yeah, you want to go downhill, you want to use it in the winter when it's snowy on the road or icy, so you want to have that a little bit of more brake, but slowly brake from engine, so that will be more helpful there. But right now we want to be as efficient as possible, so we will keep it like that in the drive mode, and when I will brake, the car will recuperate more. But also, anyway, if I accelerate and then I release the acceleration, you will see that the car will still recuperate some energy, but not very strong. Now we go uphill, so look at this. If you go down there, you can see there it's show me that it's charging a little bit, and here as well it's show me, you see it's charging, but just very little. And also, let's think about the battery. It's a lithium battery somewhere under the back seat, and let's think about the battery. It's not so big, and it doesn't have the capacity to charge super big amount of energy. So that's why when you're braking, even when you go downhill, you know, you have a lot of energy that have to come back in the battery. You know, there are cars that charge back with up to 50 kilowatts. So because it's a small battery, it has also the capacity to receive back not huge amount of energy. but basically it's the same battery as you find it also on a 130 version. Now, from the point of view of sound insulation, you don't have double glass, but in the city seems to be quite nice. We don't listen music right now, so for me I would say it's quite fine. And by the way, we start driving the car with a cold engine, so the engine wasn't warm before. It's for the first time I get the car and I drive it, and outside it's a little bit colder today. And you know what, I forget to turn on the climatic system, so we will do it right now. So let me go on echo. Yeah, echo, it's fine. So we will go on echo level 1, 22 degrees. So just to keep it like that, to make the consumption and the test more relevant. But normally for this temperature I think it's perfect. Inside 9 degrees, outside, inside it's just perfect. You don't need the climatic system. But for the purpose of this video and this test, I will keep it like that on, but I forget to turn it on in the beginning. Otherwise it's easy to drive, good visibility around the car. Even though it's quite small and compact, you still have a pretty good view outside. So the view around the car, it's really good, and I feel like I'm sitting somehow pretty high, and that's nice. That helps you a lot. On this version, on dynamic version, you have also the blind spot technology and the light warning. You have a lot of extra safety features from the entry-level version. You have parking sensors front and rear. It has emergency brake in the front and also on the rear. So if you go in the rear and you don't see an obstacle, the car can brake. That's a comparison with the entry-level version. It has also auto hold function, which is fantastic. You don't have to keep your foot on the brakes. The pedal work fine, super smooth. This is the most crowded city in Europe, so it's 2 o'clock, so we probably get all that super worse traffic. So this is a really good consumption test. So probably you can get worse than this, at least in Europe. So this will be a really interesting test. Otherwise, as long as you don't push it very hard, the car, it will run really smooth. I mean, as long as you don't accelerate harder, you don't hear too much noise from the engine. If you try to drive aggressively and stuff like that, then of course you hear some noise. Right now you can see the car, it's just basically start on electric, so it drives on electric for a short period of time until you can see right now we are electric, and right now the petrol engine kick in, so you can hear it right now, and it starts running. But it's very pleasant. I mean, the direction, the way it drives, it's quite a pleasant car to drive. It's also pretty comfortable on those fabric material seats. So they are on dynamic version, they are full fabric. They are quite comfy, and they come also with electric lumbar support. Otherwise they are manual adjustable. It comes with adjustment up and down also for the passenger on dynamic version. On the entry-level version, the most cheap version, didn't come like that, but this version come with all those stuff. I don't know, also the most important updates, from the entry-level version car to this one, there is a little bit of difference, around 3,000 euro, 3,000 and something. But the difference, the biggest options that this car have are the full LED headlamps, tail lights, which are really quite important for me, because in the nighttime you have a much better view. But otherwise, and also the heated seats and heated steering wheel, it's also, and I think those are the most important. Otherwise, without other options, you can live without any problem. So yeah, I like how smooth it's running in the city. This is also one of the most pleasant car to drive in the city, because you see it's like smooth, it's running smooth, the pedals are smooth, and also they feel quite good quality when you're pressing them. Of course, I know there are many people that complain about the sound insulation at high speeds. It's not the best sound insulation out there. Of course, they can improve probably with the next model, and because the Yaris was released kind of a few years ago. They were made update in 2025, like colors, rims. They tweak also this new engine 130, which was released in 2024, if I remember well. But in general, I think they should come with an update. I think next year we will see a new Yaris. I don't know. I just think that probably will come with that new multimedia screens, and probably we will have something more interesting to see, and probably we will see also an electric Yaris in the future. But for the moment, I still think this Yaris is very relevant. Even in 2025, 2026, it still remain one of the best city cars. Super efficient, super compact, pretty good price if you can get it as a balance option, you know. And I don't know, if you ask me which version I will get, it's also depending on how much you're driving and where you're driving. If you're driving in this kind of situation like we are driving right now in the city, super crowded city, stuff like that, I think this 160 engine make more sense because you save a lot of money. The difference is 28,000, 22,000, the entry level, right? So it's a big difference here, like 8,000, it's a lot of money. So I guess if you're driving in the city like that, this version or entry level base version will make a lot of sense. If you are driving a lot on the outside of the city, like you go on the highway and you drive on the highway high speed often. So if, for example, you're living in a country where you stay outside the city 30 kilometers, you go in the city, you go back home, then you drive faster on the highway, like was my case in Switzerland. Then it makes sense to get the bigger engine, because the bigger motor because the engine is the same, the bigger, more powerful version, because when it has more power, it helps you more on the highway to be more efficient. So on high speed, the 130 will be more efficient. On low speed, like in the city, like we're driving right now, this version will make more sense and will be more efficient. You have less CO2 emission. Probably the insurance will be more affordable. You see, it has also emergency brake and warning. And those guys, they don't know how to drive. They never have to do these kind of things. But yeah, I told you, this is the worst city driving in the Europe for sure. I don't think it's other worse than Bucharest. Anyway, you see, as long as you're pressing the acceleration, you're driving in the speed limit, you're driving normal, the engine is not so loud, and it's pretty silent and pleasant to drive. And I like how smooth it rides. And you see, we have 5.7 liter consumption until now. In this kind of super worse 5.6 liter consumption until now, with super worse driving conditions. So for me, it's quite impressive. And I get the car with 130 kilometers range, and I still have 127, and I'm pretty sure I will finish all my tests and I will still have some gas in the tank. It's a small tank, 36 liters, but taking in consideration the car, it's very efficient. It makes a lot of sense. Tire pressure, it's like 2.3, 2.2. It's not so good. And also we start with a super cold engine. Fuel consumption here is 99 because I forget to reset it. So yeah, basically it's this one. I forget to reset it when I start, so that was really interesting to see also the time that we drive. But I think we can see the time. Oh, eco scoring, you see, you have also an eco scoring. How efficient did you drive? I wasn't so efficient. EV driving ratio 93%. Wow, on this trip, but 93% because I just didn't reset this thing, man. I don't like that. But it's okay. I know what I did. 43 minutes because I stay also in the parking lot before I start driving. That way, between I start and. But yeah, it's still impressive. 93% of the time that I drive only in electric mode. But yeah, if you drive like that, most of the time the car will drive in electric mode. You see right now, for example, it's so silent. And now it starts the petrol engine. So we drive at low speeds, very slow acceleration. We drive most of the time in electric mode. And even now, when you just release the acceleration and you let the car roll, look, right now the petrol engine, it's off completely. So you're just rolling and recuperating, and you're just floating. And it's really nice, pleasant, smooth. Right now, press the brake, recuperate some energy back. You know, yeah, you have to anticipate the traffic very well in order to get good numbers and good consumption. So you have to pay attention to the road extremely good. So for me, that's very important. Automatic high beam, so when you go under the tunnel, the lights will turn on automatic. This version have full LEDs, low beam, high beam, and I think also the fog lamps. Anyway, we will talk about the lights in the nighttime video, so definitely check out the video in the nighttime. So there you can see more infos. And again, anticipate the traffic, release the acceleration, and the consumption is going lower and lower, and this is totally normal. We have 5-liter consumption until now, which is blown away for the traffic that we had until here. And wait for it, because we will have more and more traffic as we go. And I want to make this trip quite long, but yeah, I'm driving only in D mode right now. We still have around, you see the battery and the car, and the management of the car and the battery, it's trying to keep the battery somewhere in the middle in terms of energy, between 20% and 80%, in order to hold the lifespan of the battery, to increase the lifespan of the battery more. And this is very important. And not only the lifespan, but this is also better for the voltage stabilization and so on. Physical buttons you see everywhere. It's so easy to go and adjust and change different settings. I think many people will be happy about that. It comes with USB-C 12-volt port here, super useful. It comes with an armrest. You have a place for your phone here. The cool part is that you have a place for your phone here, and also some place here, and here you can wireless charging. Also, the wireless charging come on dynamic version, and if I'm not wrong, it comes also on the business version, but also on the active and entry-level version you don't have this wireless charging. So yeah, you have to pay extra for the top of the range versions if you want to. Look, another one, a white one. The white look great, and by the way, the white is free. If you get this Yaris in a white color, you can get it the color for free, so you don't have to pay 500 euro extra. And I recommend you to go for the white version, because I don't know, it makes no sense to change the color, even if you have, I don't know, yeah, if you have the money and you don't care, you want a different color, go for it. But usually white look great, and I will definitely go with the white version. Suspension wise, it's pretty good. It's pretty soft, I would say. It's somewhere on the comfy side, maybe 55% to comfort, 45% to sportivity, so it's well balanced. The car sits pretty well on the road, but it's somehow on the soft side. So I'm really happy with the suspension. It has MacPherson independent on the front and Torsion beam on the rear, so it's fine. It's definitely fine. So I mean, even here where the streets are not like in Switzerland, or where they are bumpy and a lot of bumps and stuff like that, holes, I think it's still definitely fine. We have 4.5-liter consumption until here. Look at this, crazy, right? Eco scoring, it's getting better. 92% only in electric mode. So the water temperature, it's good right now. It's pretty at half, exactly where it's supposed to be. It has also automatic high beam. You can activate it from here. The climatic system is still working, still running. So if I stop the climatic system, because now at 9 degrees I basically don't need it, that's why it wasn't on until in the beginning, but I still leave it like that for the purpose of this video. In the back here you don't have vents, but I think the top of the range version they will have also dual zone climatic system, if I remember well, and it comes also with a panoramic glass roof, optional. Anyway, what I recommend you guys, if you want to get more info about this car, check out also on my channel will come also the full review where I explain you everything about the car, interior, exterior. I will have a test drive also where I explain you, we talk about suspension, we go on the highway to see the sound insulation, and we will test all those things. So definitely check out that video as well, because it will be really interesting, so you can get a lot of infos from there. Steering wheel, it's also in leather, good grip, perfect size, good visibility through the steering wheel. You can also activate from those buttons here the cruise control, so from here you can activate it. The lane keeping assist, here is the cruise control, so from here you can activate it if you want to, and then you just go up. Here you have the mode and the distance between the car in front and your car, and then you can cancel it from here, and from here you can set the speed. So for example right now it's set, you can see right there, so the car will accelerate and brake, and depending what you're, but anyway, 4.4 liters, crazy, it's going down, and I'm just driving normal, you know, I'm just doing my stuff. And by the way, this car comes with 16-inch rims, the entry level, the base version with 15-inch rims. It's even more efficient, and because it doesn't have so many options, it's a little bit lighter, and then it consumes less. So the base version, probably it's a little bit less, a little bit more efficient, but not too much. Don't expect huge differences, just a little bit. Maybe those little bit in time, in years, will feel, but that's also depending on many factors. But it's very little, no, not by much. But the rims, it's matter. The rims definitely matter in time because they are lighter. The 15, this one have 16, and then you have 17 as well, and 18 on the GR Sport. So yeah, you have a few rims to choose from, a few interiors as well, but the interior is also depending a lot on the trim level that you get, because the GR Sport, I have it on the channel if you want to see it. I have some videos, check it out. Have different seats with Alcantara and leather, and you have also textile material with a little bit of leather on the Expression version. I think in different countries they call it different in terms of trims and in terms of options as well, so maybe they're not the same. That's why I avoid talking in my videos about the trim levels, because I know in every country is different, so I try my best to cover. Electric adjustable mirrors, from here you can adjust it. You can also fold the mirrors electrically. On this version, the entry-level version doesn't have that electric folding mirrors, doesn't have keyless entrance. And now new on the car, you have also this My Toyota app where you can see your car and change different settings on the car. Now here we can check the suspensions. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's quite over the average for a small car like that. I like how silent it feels when you're just cruising. Right now, you see, I accelerate right now, but it's so smooth when you're just keeping the speed. It's also pretty agile. It's small, it's compact, you can go easy, changing the lanes easy. So now we have 4.4 liter consumption still, which is fine, which is pretty good. Good visibility also in the mirrors, and I have good comfort. You see, they're pretty wide, the seats here, surprisingly wide, that allow you to have good comfort on the lower end. I like that. So even if you are a little bigger than me, I'm 173 centimeters, you will sit really well on those seats, and that's very important. Even for a small car, it's very important to have good side support and also wider area here. If you're taller, I think you have still plenty of space here. You can also adjust the seats. Right now it's all the way down, so that's pretty fine. Yeah, I think exactly as all the people said, the sound insulation on the highway can be, for the highway can be improved, but in the city I don't think it mattered too much, because I still feel like right now when I'm not hearing music and there are plenty of cars around and I don't hear too much noise from outside, I still feel like it's pretty okay, silent. If I hear music, then I'd never have any problem. But of course, when you're driving on the highway and stuff like that, there can be made some improvement, but you can also do it yourself. There are some DIY projects that you can do home to improve that. If you look online, there are some videos that teach you how to do that and improve the sound insulation on the car, if you really want to do that. But I don't think you really need to do that. Now here we get some traffic again, kind of harsh traffic, stop and go, which is good, for the consumption for our test. It's very good. In this way we can test real tests, because we will do like a few kilometers. Like, I don't know, where driving info, we did like, I don't know how many kilometers we drive until here. We have 4.4, but it doesn't tell me how many kilometers we drive. Or here, I'm really curious to see how much we drive. No, we cannot see that. Sadly, we can't see this info. Okay, we can see it, 5.5 kilometers. So yeah, we did 5.5 kilometers until here. So usually you do it super quick. You can have also this nice view right here in front that shows you the energy graphic. But yeah, I will leave it with the consumption so we can see it all the time in real time, because I want you to see in real time how the car is reacting to this. And the climatic system, for example, you're staying right here. If you stop it, the car won't use too much energy, so I can get even better consumption. But because the climatic system, it's running when you're staying, it's using also energy. It's using energy from the battery, which you can use when you're driving, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Again, you see, we stay on this traffic light for like so much time, so we are driving like 10 meters, I don't know, 20 meters we have drove, and then we have to wait for the traffic light again, and then again and again, and the same thing. But yeah, 4.3. Oh, and the consumption, it's even going lower now. Incredible. Normally, I think in a normal situation, like not so super traffic, in a normal situation you can get 3.5 liter, even 3 liters without any problem. I'm pretty sure about that. If I stop now the climatic system, I will get under 4 liter without any problem until the end of this trip. But yeah, I guess it's also pretty fine like that. Anyway, I think it's, because I wanna present you on the channel, and on my channel I always try to present great cars and one of the best cars. that you can, yeah, efficient, that you can buy. And that's why I wanna revive somehow the Toyota Yaris, because they didn't make any update and facelift recently, so I wanna remake this video. I didn't make it properly in 2020, in 2022, so now I just decide to remake it and remake it better with more information and a little bit in more detail, because I have more time with it. So I hope those videos will be useful. And because I think, you know, like, Toyota make one of the best efficient cars and reliable cars, I think it totally makes sense to talk about this car and to bring it to the channel. So 4.3 again. So right now we are driving in electric. You see the car is moving in electric. Oh, look at this. There are so many people with those public transportation. It's just crazy, man. They should bring more of those trams. They should bring, you see, or update the trams, bring more trams, because people inside, they are still crowded. It's like, I remember when I was young, I was a lot with those public transportation, and now I'm also going with public transportation, but I'm going with the subway, because subway, you have better conditions. With those trams, they are so crowded and they are bad condition. They don't have climatic system, they are dirty. Yeah, so probably that's why many people avoid them as well still until today. But if they update, they will buy some new trams. I think many people will take the trams too. For example, when I get the car, this Yaris today, I was with the subway, so I wasn't with my car. I try to avoid driving with the car in the city because my car is also too big. This one will be amazing. I mean, Yaris, it's really pleasant to drive in the city anyway, and it's very efficient. And I don't understand these people that drive the SUVs in the city, man. I don't know. There are some people, I don't know if this is the case right now, but there are people that drive only in the city. You see, like we drive today, there are many people that go from this building to other building 2 kilometers away from here with a huge SUV that consume a lot of energy. SUVs are fantastic cars if you want to go, if you drive also farther away, long distances. But for the city, man, I mean, a small, compact, super efficient, good price, good insurance, right? You have good price on insurance or taxes. You pay less for the gas and stuff like that. They're making sense. They're small, easy to park. They are making a lot of sense, you know. Yeah, now depend a lot also on what do you want from your and what you need basically. So thank you. And you can also go really easy around 4.4 liters. So I'm guessing we will stay around here, around 4.4 liters. I don't know if you can beat this, but we will see, because you see it's traffic, and now it's getting more worse because today it's Friday and everybody go home a little bit earlier, right? So it's like everybody go home. I don't know why Friday they go earlier home. Usually you have a lot of traffic around 5, 6, 7 o'clock, but Friday it's like from 3, 4, 5 o'clock it's super traffic. People go a little bit earlier home, you know, like Friday, it's weekend, we go home 1 hour, 2 hour earlier, so it's okay, it's nice. So I knew and I did on purpose. I get the car a little bit later today. I can get it earlier, but I get it a little bit later in order to catch this traffic. I want to catch this traffic for the purpose of this video, right? Because only in this way we can get super high traffic and stop and go, so I can show you a real life example. I don't like to stay in this traffic, but yeah, look at Yaris on red. You see, there are plenty of Yaris on the street as well, so some people know what to choose. In red look good as well, but the red color you have to pay some extra for it. But overall, I would say it's probably one of the best. That's 100% one of the best city car, and it's so efficient, man. In this traffic, if I had a normal petrol or diesel engine in this condition that we drive until here, I will have 8, 9, 10 liter. Even I know some cars that have over 10, like 12, 13 liters. But because Toyota makes such an efficient engines, I get such a good numbers. And I almost most of the time when I get a Toyota on test drive, I'm so surprised because they are like, I'm always beating the VLTP consumption. I don't know if this is the case today, but I'm still very close. If I look at the consumption, when was that? Here. If we look at the paper on the consumption, right? Where is this? It was like, look, it's like 3.9, 4.1 for this, and 4.2, 4.3. So you have 3.9, 4.1. We are super close, and we are not even driving in the perfect condition. Most of the manufacturers, they show the numbers and the perfect conditions, right? So because we don't have the, let's go a little bit backward, if I can go a little bit backward, so make some space for those guys. This is really bad here, going back in drive, so we let them pass, then we go to. So basically it's really realistic what Toyota claim in terms of consumption. Imagine if we drive this car on perfect roads, same road, same trip, but no traffic or less traffic, or 30-40% less traffic, like in the nighttime, or like, I don't know, Sunday, Saturday, where it's better. Imagine that I will have 3.5 liter consumption now, for sure, 100%. So that's why I tell you, and I'm pretty happy. By the way, another thing that is very important, guys, if you want to buy a Yaris and you're driving in the city, I felt now I smell that gas inside the car, because the filter on this car and on the entry-level version cars is not as good as on the exclusive and top of the range versions, where you have that Nano X filter, extra filtration, when you don't have the gas inside the car. Right now I felt some gas, I think from those buses or something like that, I don't know, inside. So I remember that the top of the range version, I don't know where is the, I don't think it's here on these papers, but it's on the other paper. They have this Nano X extra filtration of the air. So that's also important, because if you're driving in a super polluted city like this here and you drive a lot, you don't want those gas coming inside the car. So you can do also a trick. You can also press this one, so this will recirculate the air inside the car, so will not allow the air from outside to come inside the cabin, so will not pull in. But if you want a better filtration, go for the top end versions. So there are a few things that you have to consider depending on yourself. But if you're driving in Switzerland, for example, and you're not driving in a crowded city, then it doesn't matter. You can go also with this, so the filter is fine. And also if you activate this inside air filtration, then it's also fine, because you don't get from outside that polluted air, right? So I should do that from the beginning of the trip. Yeah, the air, it's running pretty strongly even on the first level. And if we go to fast echo, what that's supposed to mean, fast echo. Now fast echo, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know, I just leave it on the level 1. I think it's better the way it was until now. And now it's recuperating with green. I like that you have this graphic and those informations here that help you a lot with, and it shows you also EV. You see, when you see this EV green light on, that means the car is driving in electric, or it's in electric, or it's stopped now like it is right now. Also the petrol engine, the car can read the traffic speed limit sign. It has also cameras up here, and it helps with the lane assist and safety features, We still have 122 kilometer to go, so we didn't use too much energy. And as I said, the traffic, it's horrible, really horrible. And look how smooth it's running right now. So I know it's a little bit boring right now. Staying in traffic, it's crazy boring. I would never drive at this time. But I do this just on purpose for this video. But I try to avoid all those times, all those hours when it's possible. But yeah, for the purpose of the video, it's really, and I was really curious to see one of the best efficient city car, how much consumption will have in these traffic high conditions. So I think the title of the video should be like one of the most efficient city car in the one of the worstest traffic city in the world. Oh, that would be catchy, nice title. I don't know. Maybe I will choose this. We'll see. And still, you still see we are driving in electric now. The battery is draining, it's going under half, but we are still in electric mode. Still driving in electric right now. Super smooth. 9 degrees outside. If was warmer and the engine was warmer in the beginning, I will have even better consumption. And this car have 1,100 kilometers. Wow. And imagine, you know, the cars after 10,000 kilometers, the petrol engine tend to be more, you know, more efficient. So you can subtract another 0.3 and then you get 4 now. Man, yeah, it's crazy good. So you drive in the city, you drive a lot with a lot of traffic. You want one of the best efficient car? This is one of it, Toyota Yaris. No matter which version you go, if you go 160 or 130, depend also on how you drive and your personal preference. But if you want even a budget car, you can go for the base version and will make a lot of sense. So 4.4 liter consumption, and you see we stay here and the battery it's used for the climatic system right now, so we lose energy in this moment when we sit here with climatic system on. But at least we are much more efficient than most of the internal combustion engine cars. No, all of them basically. They will burn much more money than this Toyota Yaris burn. So if you have other purpose for your money, then you should buy an efficient car. Only if you have unlimited money and you don't care about the emission and you don't care about other things, then yeah, that's something else. But if you care about your budget, your money, and you have other purpose for the money, I think you should buy a super efficient car, and this Toyota Yaris is one of those. Look, another Yaris there, a red one. It looks good, man, and the front, it looks good. It looks good as a design. That's why probably they didn't bring any facelift. What they can do better to this car, what they can change better, they can make the engines more efficient, that's for sure. And that's a good point, that you can improve to this car, better, more efficient than it is. You know, probably a bigger, maybe bigger battery, maybe, I don't know, it's still super efficient, but otherwise it looks good. Look at the car, it looks really good as a design, and it's pretty compact. What can you improve to the new Yaris? If I think about, they can make more efficient, right? They can make it more efficient. This is one of it. The second of it, in terms of beauty, no, I don't think. Multimedia and the screen they can improve probably. But other than that, it's a fine car. Maybe safety features, and yeah, but this one have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. You can connect it, and I will show you that in a separate video, how you can connect it and how it looks. But if you can connect it, after you connect it, you have all the apps here from your phone, so it's, I don't know, you don't even need basically another multimedia. You have physical button, many people love that. Physical button, easy to change settings, safety features. Yeah, this is what they can improve, just the efficiency. And even though it's super efficient now, the sound insulation, they can make it better, right? There are a few things that they can improve here and there, but in general it's already a pretty good car. Now you see this guy just stop in the middle of the intersection because of traffic, so we go around. You see, accelerate now, you start to hear the revs. The acceleration is very linear and pleasant. I like that. Wow, but I'm so surprised, the suspension are pretty good, pretty comfy. I didn't expect that. The consumption go to 4.7 liter right now. Goes higher and higher because we accelerate there a little bit stronger. 4.6, it's quite normal. And we are driving for 1 hour, I guess. I don't know, 52 minutes. 52 minutes of driving until now. 1 hour for I don't know how many kilometers. I think we did like 10 kilometers maximum. I don't think we have 10 kilometers. Look at this guy, how it parks the car here. It's just crazy, man. Sometimes I can't believe how these guys can park and use those streets. It's wild west here, Wild West Europe. I think this is the best name for it. Wild West Europe. I like it. And when you start driving it, it's also pretty pleasant. And the car, it has also pretty good grip and stability on the road, so you feel pretty stable when you're driving it. And now I guess we will catch also some traffic again ahead. We just roll a little bit and then traffic, huge amount of traffic, and roll a little bit, huge amount of traffic, roll a little bit. I don't know, I think something will just happen in this city because it's more and more traffic. When I moved here 2 years ago, was not so much traffic. I mean, it was, but not so much. Now it's getting worse and worse and worse with more and more traffic. So I don't know. I'm guessing maybe they can change some rules, improve some things, make more roads. So this is becoming, it's 3 o'clock, man. Usually at 4 o'clock start super heavy, but now it's 3 o'clock and it's already super heavy traffic. The good thing is that I can do the tests, the consumption test in the city traffic very well here in the city. But the worst thing is that I cannot do the test drives, the normal test drives in the city, with the city, around the city. It's getting worse. I have to go farther away, but it's fine. 4.5 liter consumption. It's still amazing for the road, and I'm really curious to hear from you guys. What do you think about the road, about the consumption? If you have the car already, tell me what kind of numbers you will get in your city, in your condition. I'm really curious because I'm always try to make an average. I always try to bring more useful information, and I'm really curious to hear from you. When you're owning the car, for some of you that already own the car, tell me what kind of numbers you get from the car. Tell me where you drive, how you drive, and what was the best consumption you can get from this car. I'm really curious to hear from you. And what was the worst condition, worst traffic, highways, high speed? What was the consumption that you get out of this car? Write me down in the description. I'm really curious to hear from you those informations. So yeah, I guess if you still want to drive an internal combustion engine car, I think this is in the city. Sorry, I think this is the best, one of the best option, because there are also some other options out there pretty good, but I think this is one of the best option. And now it's better. I change it to interior. I don't feel like it's too much noise coming and too much smoke come inside the car, because with so many cars, look at this, thousand of cars, it's a lot of polluted air in this area. It's plenty of pollution. So we still have a little bit. So the car says that we drove, look, 80 score. I can drive even more economical than that. 91% ratio of the time in electric. Crazy. Of the time, not of the movement. It's crazy, super crazy. 6 km/h average speed. And I still have 120 kilometer range of the car. So I start with 130. I still have one. And how many kilometers we drove? Where is that? Here it is, I think. We drove like 9.2 kilometers. Oh my goodness. Only 9.2 kilometers for 1 hour and something. Or I think it's 1 hour. I don't know. I have to look at the camera. Yeah, almost 1 hour. So you have 1 hour for maybe 10 kilometers. Anyway, now we can roll a little bit. Finally, we have a street where we can roll. But yeah, more traffic to come. Wait for it. So now the car is just recuperating a little bit, and then we press the brake and it's recuperating more and more and more and more and more. And here we go, back in traffic. As I said, 4.5 liter. 4.5, 4.4, it goes lower a little bit. Nice. Yeah, I guess this is it. 4.4. And the car is brand new. If I had the engine warm in the beginning, the consumption should be better. And if the engine has over 10,000 kilometer, maybe the consumption was better, so I can get around 4. But yeah, this is the worst you can get, man. In the worst condition. Look, we have 10 kilometers made until now. 10 kilometers, but we drove for 1 hour. No, yeah, 61 minutes, so it's 1 hour and 1 minute. So probably this trip will be like we will drive just to this intersection through and then turn around and try to park and stop, and then we can definitely see the numbers in the end. But I'm guessing we will be around 4.4, even worse if I look in the front at what's coming and how much traffic we still have in front. Here I guess it's just staying, not moving. We are just basically stuck here in traffic. It's still at 4.4, still staying. The worst, I tell you, this is the worst city traffic in Europe, and it's between the best in the world in terms of traffic. Still 4.4, 119 kilometers now. It's showing me there. I like the armrest. For a small city car, it's just perfect. Most of them, they don't come with the armrest. This one come with the armrest and come with plenty of storage space, which is so important. And also down here. And the screen is well positioned. You have good view. Mirror, it's pretty good, big. Good view, huge windows around, so good visibility. Electric adjustable mirrors, which is also very important. And again, if I would drive without the climatic system, would be even better. But yeah, it is what it is. Auto hold running really smooth and nice, so it's just engaging, extremely pleasant. The seats are very comfy for me, at least. I have this side support, very well hold you. I like it. It's just the seats are really good. And the fact that there are textile material, it's great in the winter because you can get warm very quick, and in the summer it's good that you're not going to sweat. And it has also heated seats and heated steering wheel, by the way, so you have the button down there for the heated steering wheel. The windshield have also a nice shape, so you have good visibility. Yeah, you know, it's hard to update something that is already very good. I mean, this car, you have everything that you want. They should update just the sound insulation and maybe multimedia a little bit, and a few tweaks to the screens to make it a little bit more interesting. But otherwise, why would you change something that's already extremely good? So we can go left here just like that and go down there. And down here we can recuperate a little bit of energy, which is very good. And it's also, you see, in these tight spaces, it's so convenient to have such a small and nice car. So I guess I will stop around here. We will stop this video around here, guys. Let me park around here, and I want to show you also the reverse cameras. And I guess it's enough for the moment. Put it in reverse. This is the reverse camera, which came standard on all versions, by the way, at least in Europe, because in Europe it's mandatory to have the reverse camera on all the cars that they sell these days. So you won't find any car these days without reverse camera. So this is it, and it looks good. The resolution is fine. It looks definitely fine. It's also easy to drive, and I like how smooth it's moving in electric mode. It's so lovely. There are the sensors. Let me put it in park, and we have 4.3 liters. Very close to what they claim. But you saw, guys, I mean, those were the worst condition you can get from a city, at least in Europe. This is the worst city when it comes to traffic. So I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from this video. If you have questions, feel free to ask me whatever question you have. If you have the car, if you own it for a period of time, let me in the comment information about what was the best consumption you get in which conditions, what was the worst consumption in which condition, because I'm really curious. I want to make an average, and I want to give the information to the people, and also you can help other people decide if you write in the comments. So thank you very much to all of you that being here. I hope the video was useful. Stay close to see the full review, test drive, and all the information with this car. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will help me a lot, so definitely thank you guys for being here. Stay safe, and yeah, fantastic consumption. I'm definitely happy with the numbers that I get. 4.3 liter, I guess it's as I expected. Very efficient. So here we are, one of the most efficient city car you can get these days, and reliable. And let's don't forget that Toyota offer up to 10 years warranty, and in some countries like Germany up to 15 years warranty, which is perfect. Anyway, that was the video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys. Does the car inspire, never fail? Would you follow me through rain or snow? Could you fall in love with the ride's glow? 9 years, over 4,000